What's up, guys? Welcome to today's stream. Exit out some stuff. Okay. Put that there. It's like I know people are probably all like, wait a minute, you beat this game already. Why are you playing it again? So to get the achievements, alright? Got an achievement problem. Gotta get all the achievements. That's been posted. I think it posted automatically on Twitter. Alright, let's get into this game. But no, I'm gonna clean this house. This house seems a lot easier to clean. So I got a new mouse, so you notice that moving a little bit faster than usual because this mouse it's very sensitive. Can I buy one of these yet? Oh, wait a second. I think I can. I gotta be level 90 for that one. Dang, I still can't. That's crazy. Hey, what's up, Mallard? How's the day treating you? Pretty good. How about you? Doing good, doing good. Doing a lot better than yesterday. Yesterday was, I had to say it wasn't the best day out of the week, but I got through it, so that's, that's all that matters. But you asked me this 24 hours ago, I had a different story. I'm chilling today, so hopefully I don't get surprised by nothing. Talk about it. I mean, it ain't like nothing serious. It's nothing like that's gonna, leave me up in the middle of the night. No, I had so I ordered a pair of shoes through Nike, and FedEx was supposed to deliver them, but I guess in some point in time they had damaged the shoes. So I didn't get my shoes, and then right after I finished my morning stream yesterday, my mouse had broke from my computer. So, yeah, there is that. So I had to go out today, get me another mouse. Because I'm like, for some reason, it's like when I try to stream off my console, it just acts weird and disconnects all the time, so. But I'm like, I'm hoping, because I did order another pair of shoes, and they're supposed to be going through FedEx. I know I'm saying, it's like, fam, I've ordered so many pairs of shoes throughout the past 2 years because I've been working from home. And I'm like, you've never have done this. And now all of a sudden you guys just want to start damaging shoes. I'm like, look, I don't know who it is you guys got doing the deliveries today or the day of, but it might be best if you got them doing like computer work or something. Like, I know I shouldn't be the one critiquing a person's job, but I mean, dang, like, it's messed up, man. It's like I really wanted those shoes too, because I never owned a pair of those shoes. Like, they just came out, and the crazy thing was I was gonna order them a while ago, but they sold out, so I couldn't order them then. And then I had to wait, and then I waited just for the shoes to get damaged by FedEx. So I was like, I just, man. Like, this would happen back, like, you know, I feel like throughout the years I've matured. Shoes valuable. They're not valuable. It's like, it's a new pair of shoes. It's like new, from, the basketball player Zion Williamson. He just recently came out with some, I'll get rid of this. He just recently came out with a new pair of shoes. So they're not, like, value. They're actually going for under retail off of the app GOAT. So I might just go on there and try to get them. Because I think GOAT, they go through UPS. I'll be so mad if I go and try to get those shoes again and then they get damaged again by UPS. I'm like, nah, them shoes are cursed. I'm going to try to go through GOAT and get them through them. I destroy high school teams before. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, fam, like, them shoes, like, they look so nice, too. They were these, like multicolored, like, but it was, like, kind of just, like, a tan and brown colored shoes. They look so nice, and I was like, bro, those, I really wanted those shoes. And then FedEx was like, nah, we're going to just go ahead and damage these shoes. I asked for a picture. I'm like, I want to see what the damage looked like, because I'm curious about that. Because I'm saying if it was just the box, I'm like, bro, forget the box. I'm like, I want the shoes. I don't care about the box. I'm like, I'll throw the box away if I need to. I just want the shoes. I won't be so bad if they send me a picture and the shoes wasn't even damaged. Like, them shoes better be, like, demolished, like, unrecognizable. Like, I don't want, like, they send me a picture and I, like, bro, those are the shoes? They damaged the shoes. That's what I'm saying. It's like, fam, I had got a pair of Adidas pants. You guys could have destroyed the Adidas pants or damaged the Adidas pants. I don't care about that. I'll go to the Adidas store and get me another pair of pants. These shoes, though, like, now I gotta wait until, like, the website, until the, GOAT, like, see if, go on there and get it. I'm not like, out of all the things, bro, I'm like, Amazon don't have that issue. UPS, I'm like, I haven't had no issues with them. I don't want no issues, but dang, FedEx, like, that's what I did. I contacted Adidas because I got a pair of shoes coming through them, and I'm like, if FedEx destroys them shoes, I'm like, no. That's why I'm like, no. When that's why I was like, when they say that they got the shoes at the facility, I'm like, hey, you just hold on to them. I'll go and pick them up. I'm like, I don't want you guys touching my shoes, looking at them, breathing on them. I don't want you guys thinking about my shoes. I'm like, nah, you guys making mistakes like that. I'm like, that's crazy. But I've seen it happen before to people, but I'm like, you know, you just don't think that type of stuff will happen to you, so that's why I'm like, nah, you guys just let me pick the shoes up. Don't even touch them. V with the raid. V, I appreciate you. Shout out to V. Shout out to Taylor with the follow. What is up, guys? How is y'all days going? I was just talking about how FedEx damaged a pair of my shoes, and I didn't even get a chance to try them on. What's up, V? How's the day treating you? Like, people know me, they know I love my shoes. And to get a pair of shoes damaged, and I'm not even the one that damaged them. It'd be one thing if I damaged the shoes, but somebody else damaged them. I'm like, nah, we got beef. It's okay, I haven't slept more than half an hour, so I might sleep soon. Yeah, definitely do that. Definitely get you some sleep. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing a lot better than yesterday. Yesterday was just, you know, a lot of negativity was going on, and I'm like, you know what? I'm about to just go hide in some mountains, become a lumberjack, gain like 200 pounds of like muscle and fat, and just chop down trees. Alright, that was my plan, but I was like, nah, I gotta stream to last night, so didn't go through with it. I'm saying some more stuff go down. Y'all see a tweet from me saying, like, you know, I'm done with streaming. Buying a cabin out in the middle of these mountain area. I'm gonna grow out my beard, even though it's like my beard don't really grow out. I'm gonna still try. Yeah, I'm gonna just chop down trees. Talk to squirrels. What other weird things can I do? Yeah, I think that sounds like a plan. Period. I'm saying, like, it's like I don't know why. There we go. Appreciate that, V. I don't know why they always think I'm gonna, like, they must think people are like clueless to that type of stuff. Like, I can understand if like a kid see that. Be the forest version of Aquaman. Honestly, I might just do that. Flow through the trees and stuff. Be like one with nature. That's honestly, that'd be a good movie though. That'd be a solid movie. Like, kind of like, it's like, because I mean, well, I'm trying to think, because I'm like, I guess it could fall under the category of Tarzan, but he was a jungle person. Me, I'm a wilderness guy. So I know it can work. It can work. Plus, Tarzan wasn't even cool with the animals. I'm saying, like, me, Aquaman version, but of the wild, oh, that would be sitting down, like, just chilling with bears. Fist fight with bears. I'm saying, like, honestly, if I'm like the Aquaman of the woods, yeah, no, I definitely would do that. That'd be a solid movie. Hey, yo, I might actually want to do a movie like that. Then, like, and like halfway through the movie, look at the camera and be like, "This is how you do this, Leonardo DiCaprio." You don't shoot at the bear then fall to your death. You actually fight it. It's crazy how, like, people do things like that. They'll, like, fight with the, like wild animals. Talk about this is what men do. I'm like, no, men don't do that. It's like, men sit at home and stream underneath the account of TMossBoss. Like, that's what men do. Men don't be out in the woods fighting. Become a YouTuber and do that stuff for real. I mean, like, if it's CGI animation and it's for a movie, then yeah, sure. But, like, I don't think that would be a video where it's like, I don't even think that would be allowed. I think YouTube would, like, they'll take me down, or PETA would try to take me down. I know I would have to gain a lot of weight. They're like, this 300-pound, like, muscle-bound YouTuber just goes out in the woods and fight bears. Like, he's currently undefeated. I do not honestly remember washing this house. Maybe I did, I just forgot, but... But yeah, no, I should do. Honestly, I should do it. Then send the video to FedEx and be all like, yeah, this is what I do for a living. So damage another pair of my shoes again. I'm like, I'm going to forget that, you know, FedEx is FedEx, and I'm going to treat it like the wild. I should wash out this wall. Should clean the rooftop. I honestly don't. Did I clean it? I ain't gonna clean these windows. Okay, that's clean. This window frame, that's clean. Window's still dirty. That's what I was talking about in the podcast episode yesterday. I was talking about, like, all the different video ideas, like, people can do, because... No, it trips me out, though. Gotta go up to FedEx and tell them to give it for free. My shoes, yeah. Honestly, I should go up there and just start just causing mayhem, but I'm like, nah, then I'll get arrested. Then I got a court date and all this other extra stuff, and I'm like, nah, I ain't even trying to deal with all that, so... But no, I was talking about that, how, like, like just all the different video ideas people can come up with. But and then instead of doing videos where like they're pretending to like talk to the dead or using like dead people for views, it always trips me out when I see people do that on YouTube. I never understood it. But I think there's like just recently a Minecraft YouTuber, he passed away, Technoblade, and I guess like a lot of people was using his death for views. I'm like, I don't get it. I just don't get it. I'm like, honestly, was like, because it had been a while, because I had watched some of his videos before. In fact, I actually had reacted to them. And I was like, I just don't think, I think that'd just be in poor taste to react to his videos right now. I'm like, I think it's just, you know, best, like, probably, like, wait, like, some time down the road. And then kind of, like, do, like, a honoring him. But it's not something you used to use or joke about for views. Oh, you'll be surprised. You will honestly be surprised. I don't know if you go on YouTube a lot, but man, the amount of times I've seen people use a person's death for views, it's insane. It's insane. And they get away with it too. That's the crazy thing about it. YouTube is like, oh, well, we're gonna just look past that. I know this one YouTuber, he'll go and pretend like he'll go up to a famous person's grave and act like he, you know, is having a conversation with them. Like, oh yeah, going to George Washington's grave and asking them how was the 17 and 1800s like. It's like, don't you think he would talk to his, like, you know, his family or whoever, where he talks to you? It's like those guys don't sit down and think about that type of stuff. I'm like, I'm just saying, if I was a ghost, I'm not going to talk to some random YouTuber. I'm going to talk to my family. But yeah, it's like, you'll be surprised just overall, like, people, and they be using others' deaths for views and stuff. And I'm like, man, y'all must be really struggling. I'm just saying, if I can, like, come up, and it's, like, not even to, like, brag about myself, but I'm, like, if I could come up with 43 different YouTube channels and upload different content on all of those channels, I'm saying, like, I think it's possible for, you know, those people that do that form of content, you can come out with content that's, not scummy. You're, you know, pretending that you talking to the dead, and it's all like, why would they have any conversation with you? Why would they have any relation, you know, towards you? Soon that at my grave, getting out of my grave and slapping them. Honestly, it's like I probably would do some like scary stuff too. They've been all like, how come he don't never do anything to his family? It's like, how come he only be doing things to random people? It's like, yeah, because I don't want people using my death for views. And knowing some, like, person probably would do that, too. I'm going to just say it right now. If anybody ever goes to my grave talking about, oh, TMossBoss gave me advice for YouTube. He told me not to ever give up. And it's like, I literally said that stuff in my podcast or YouTube videos. It's like, I ain't told you nothing, bruh. If anything, I told you to get away from my grave. But yeah, it's just, people are weird, man. I don't get it at times. I'm trying to think, what are some other things? Oh, I think there's like, I just seen this one post on Twitter. And I'm like, it is kind of weird when I see that too. But when people post videos of themselves putting their like animals down. Like, I never forget where there's this one girl. I remember I actually had a crush on that girl, too. I think this is back... Was it after I graduated or while? I think it was either while I was in high school or it was after I graduated. But anyways, I remember there was this one girl, I think it was while I was in high school, because I remember me and her, we went to go hang out to go see that Fast and Furious 6, and that came out in 2013. So no, that was, I think, yeah, it was during when I was in high school. But I remember she sent me I asked her what she was doing one day, and then she sent me a photo of herself like hugging her dead dog, talking about putting my dog down, and I'm like, that just, I remember that day, and I'm like, it just had me just down for the whole day. I was like, well, I'm depressed. I'm like, I just don't overall know how to respond to that. But no, but like, people post videos like that on YouTube, and I'm like, I get like if you post like the moments leading up to it, but I just think that that's, you know, like, if you've never seen Marley and Me, it's like, yeah, a lot of people they wasn't laughing at the end of that movie. It's like, I just think it's stuff like, even when like they do it in movies, I just think that it's kind of like, it's just weird. Like, I remember when I seen Marley and Me for the first time, and I'm like, this movie is so sad, and I'm like, they just had, like, why it had to end off like that? Like, I don't get that. But there's a lot of content that I just overall try to avoid. I try to avoid, like, fighting, well, it depends, like, on what type of fighting content. But overall, like, yeah, I've tried to avoid, like, fighting content, like, just straight up, like, street fighting. I remember back, you ever watched Teen Wolf? Teen Wolf, I seen, like, clips of it. I never sat down and watched, like, full episodes, but I seen clips of it. I knew a lot of my friends would, talk on that show, and that's when I was, like, would watch those clips. But it used to come on MTV, I think. Oh, that whole part's connected. Okay. It's so good. Yeah, no, them that was a show where it was like, I can't even like have like an opinion on it, but the amount of people I've heard talk about it, I could tell that it was a good show. It's one of those shows I'm like, I guess if I ever do, like, if they ever do post it on an, like, streaming platform like Netflix or something, I'll definitely have to, watch it. But, yeah, it's one of those shows where it's like, you know, the amount of people that talked on it, yeah. It was one of those shows where I'm like, never watched it, but I knew it was good. Honestly, I don't even know what I would do if I was a wolf. But instead of adding 7 seasons, they made a movie. Oh yeah, sometimes they'll do that, because there's the one show that I watch, The Walking Dead, and I think this up and coming season, or like not season, but like final part to their, like, so they had like a 3-part like season, and this, I think this last part is gonna be like the end, and then they're gonna start working on some movies. Like, you know, show, they just get to a point where they're all like, oh, we can't write out no more episodes, so let's just, you know, add all that stuff in the movie. I know one show where a lot of people didn't like the ending. I never did watch that show either, but Game of Thrones. If I was a wolf, I would live in the woods, like you said. Yeah, I probably would. See, that's the thing, because I'm like, I'm a city person, so like, I'm like, dang, that would be kind of hard. I don't know. I'd try to like go to a doctor's office and be like, hey, can you extract this stuff out of me? Because like, I'm trying to like live my life and things. Part of this porch, so I gotta clean this, like, still. Hey, what's up, Wholesome? Oh, it's this bottom part. Okay. Like, something ain't adding up. Definitely not a city person. I am. Like, because I'm from Seattle, so, like, that's why I'm a city person. It's like I grew up, you know, around the city. I frequently would visit the city, so I've always have been a city person. But I don't mind the woods, like, you know, I just don't want to see no weird stuff. If I were to, like, live out in a wooden area, I just don't want to see no weird stuff. Like, people in overalls with shotguns standing around my house talking about you don't belong. And I'm like, yeah, see, it's stuff like that where I'm just like, I wouldn't overall want to see that. Unless I have weapons of myself that I'm like, alright, you know, well, then it's just going to be a war, but... Like, to have a house in the woods or right next to the beach. Yeah, beach house is definitely... I feel like that would be, you know, the second... Like, because I want to live, like, near the city, not exactly in the city, because, like, living in the city is just way too expensive. But a beach house, I'll pay the money for a beach house. Like, if I was rich, like, oh, I'd definitely get, like, the fattest beach house. Like, I want one of them houses where it's like I press a button, then my curtains open up, and I just get a look at the ocean and things. Like, that's a dream house right there. I would like to press a button on my beach house. It would drop a well and look. See, like, wholesome, that's why it's like, because, yeah, you're gonna have to be paying for, like, freaking, your, home insurance, is gonna be freaking skyrocketing. Drop a whole well in your, living room. That just don't even make any sense. It's like, bro, just have a normal, like, setup in your house. Get rich in America, then you should just come to Turkey. Turkey, cause no, I got a friend that lives out there in Turkey. I honestly, I don't even know how we be. I think it was, I don't know if she watched my YouTube videos or what, but I just remember like one day it just had somebody from Turkey add me, and then all of a sudden it's like my best friend from Turkey. Or my best friend in Turkey. But nah, she chill people. She cool. I haven't talked to her in, like, I think last time. When was the last time I talked to her? I can't remember if it was, like, last year or what. $1 is 17 Turkish lira. 17.40. So, like, how much would a house cost out there, like, you know, with American currency? Or, like, in American currency, but like transitioning it to like Turkish currency, how much would a house cost? Does Turkey seem like it'd be a dope spot to be at? Fly out there, buy me a Switch and PS5. It's like you could just like stay here in the States. Why you that just doesn't even make any sense. You're spending more money to travel somewhere where you could just very well be in the comfort of your own home and just get a Switch and a PS5. Like, I don't get that. I don't get that at all. It's like, you're gonna be spending, like, what? Like, $8,000-9,000 to travel back and forth there. Just so you could get a cheaper end. But it just don't... That's... Alright, if that's what you want to do, then that's what you're gonna do. Cars, mostly. Yeah, because I feel like cars, like, housing, there ain't, like, names attached to housing like cars. You know, it's like, they ain't like, oh, the Ford apartments, or, you know, the freaking Lamborghini house or something. So, yeah, I guess, yeah, that would make sense. It's like, wholesome, that don't make sense. You're spending more money to go there. It's like you're not saving money. Like, unless you got, like, some private jet that can fly you places for free, then okay. But if not, then that's... Even then, I feel like that's... You still gonna have to pay something. If you have a piece of junk in America, then you can sell it for a lot of money. That's wild. It's like, well, I guess like that old saying, it's like one man's, is it like one man's trash is another man's treasure, or it's like one man's junk? It's something, it goes something, some way, but I don't know sayings by heart. But it's like something like that. But yeah, it's kind of like that out here too. It's like, you know, people give things away, you know. For an example, shoes. Like, if it's like expensive shoes and people throw them out and they don't want them, they're all like, oh, it's, you know, they're trash, I don't like them. It's like people find that, restore it, and yeah, it happens frequently out here too. There for bank. Maybe not Zion, maybe like some like other Jordans. I don't think Zion 1s is gonna be selling for a whole lot out there unless like he's like a popular player out there, but I highly doubt it. Unless I don't even think he's from Turkey, so then people probably wouldn't overall know. Like a Dodge Challenger, one of my faves, but still, and a lot in Turkey. And Dodge Challengers, I think them cars is like $30,000-$40,000. Like, depending on like which one you get. Like, I think if you get like a regular like V6 or V8, I think that's like about like a little over $30,000. But if you get like the Demon or a Hellcat, that'll probably be like yeah, I could see that costing like probably over $40,000-$50,000. Speaking of, I actually want to play. I'm probably, yeah. Oh yeah, this auto saves. I'm gonna play Car X. Cause I was like, they added 2 new cars. I wonder, I don't think them cars are available in here. Or is more expensive than I thought. Yeah, yeah. It's like cars out here can be pretty pricey. Like cars, yeah. Even if it's like the, you know, not your like typical sports car and things, like I'm trying to think of some cars, like it depending on what car you get, like yeah, it can be a little bit pricey. I think they did, yeah, they added the new car in here. They had a Moon Knight. What was the other car? I didn't even check. Yeah, there is this car. The car looks so weird. I'm gonna have to definitely do some modifications to it. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, sorry, I gotta black out the windows. But there are nice ones under 15K. Yeah, there's some nice cars out here that's under 15,000. Like, they're not like your, you know, go-to. What'd I do? Oh, is the... You can black out lights. That looks so weird. But... But yeah, like there are some nice cars. Like, let me look through here real quick, because you can even get like an older car for like under 15, like probably under 10K, and then you know, fix it up to your desire, like something like this. Like, you could probably, like, out here you probably could get this car for like maybe $2,000-$3,000 or something, depending on like if it's in good condition. Yeah, it'll probably be like 2,000 most likely. old classic muscle cars, it depending, like I said, the condition. You know, if it's like broken down, like broken down, like people, you know, ain't using it and it's just collecting dust. Like it's a stand, you know, for like garage items. Then yeah, you probably could get it for like, you know, like I said, $2,000-$3,000. But if it has like an engine and it can run, then yeah, it's gonna probably be a little bit more pricey. Because muscle cars out here, they're yeah, depending on where you go, can be a lot. One Miatas. I really don't hear too much about those cars. Those cars are kind of like low key, but I don't really hear too much about those cars costing a lot. But yeah, my dream, I probably had to say like my dream cars. I just want to have like a lineup of them all, but Ford Mustang, Chevy Camaro, and they're the winking car. Oh, okay. Yeah, those cars, like, you could probably get those for a cheap price, too. But yeah, Ford Mustang, Chevy Camaro, Dodge Challenger. I do like Chargers, but I'm like, nah, Challengers just got that classic muscle car look, so I'll probably get it. If any out of those three cars, I probably would get a Challenger first. Because the Camaros and Mustangs, they just look too much like sport cars now. Which isn't bad, but my dream car, yeah, sure. I don't know who would tell you no. I'm like, that'd be kind of weird. Like, hey, can I tell you my dream car? No, that's not allowed here. I'll leave that stream. But yeah, it's like anybody's dream car. Like, it don't really personally matter to me if it's like a crazy car or something, or if it's a car that's like not a favorable. Like, I'm like, hey, it's your dream car. If you like it, that's all that matters. '65-68 Chevy Mustang. There's it's not a Shelby, but there's a friend that I know that got like a classic. I think it's their dad's, but my friend, he be driving it around. But yeah, I'm like, no, them Shelby Cobra. No, like those. That's a nice one. I like classic Mustangs. Classic Mustangs is one of those cars where it's like, you know, if you get one, you gotta take good care of it. I definitely, because I know like probably people would look down upon that, like replacing the insides, but I'm like, I would. I mean, it's my car, so like I should be able to do whatever I want with it. Replace the engine. What else? Yeah, but just, you know, overall, like have it to my standard. Oh, this is really nice. Yeah. I remember for the longest, I had like the 2004 Cobras. But I don't even think they do Cobras anymore. They just do like the electric Mustangs, the Mustang Mach-E's. I do like those. I know people may not care for them too much. I do like those cars. Those cars is actually, they're nice looking. I seen one in person the other day when I was outside exercising, and yeah, I was like, that would be the car. I'm like, okay, I like that. If I were to get, I'll get like one gas car, of course, but then if I could get any electric car, it'd definitely be that Mustang Mach-E. Looks like more so like a family car, but still. I like how a lot of car companies today, they're coming out with like a family version of cars that's like not really a family car. Because Koenigsegg, they did the same thing. They came out with like some family Koenigsegg, and I'm like, I highly doubt a family is going to be going somewhere at like 260 miles per hour. Like, I just don't, you know, consider that. I mean, it's a nice car, but I just don't think a family would, you know, they're going to get like something more like family, like unless they're into sport cars, but if not, then yeah. I wouldn't get an e-cars unless gas being that bad. Out here, I don't know what gas prices are like out in Turkey, but out here in the States, gas is pretty high. Like, they in some places got like, you know, gotta spend like $6 like a gallon, I think. Then like with electric cars, you know, it's only costs like $6 to fully charge the car. So like that's why I think if I was to in a like point in time to get in a car, I'd definitely get me an electric car. I do really want to get an e-bike. Yeah, I've seen people like with that like the electronic scooters, e-scooters or whatever they call them, but you know what it is. Is it? Oh, it's like the e-bike. I don't know the names. I just call them an e-bike. But I had a friend. She had one of those like electronic scooters. But I remember one day she had got into like she fell off of it trying to avoid hitting these two people, and man, I was like she got messed up. I think she messed her knee up, messed her shoulder up. Like, she was messed up for a while. I was like, dang. I don't know. Me, personally, I just had to take that crashing into them two people. I'm like, all three of us is going to be messed up. That's one thing about how here in Washington, it's like people, they just think that they own the sidewalks. And it's like, fam, there's other people on this sidewalk. Like, move out the way. Get a 72-volt battery on it, make it go far, be 80 miles per hour. Dang, them things is fast. That's a motorcycle. That ain't no e-bike. That's a motorcycle. Like, I feel like when things go that fast, like, nah, that's a motorcycle. It's like like a dirt bike, something, but like ain't no way it's like thing going 80 miles per hour and it's considered just an e-bike. Nah, fam, that's a dirt bike, or that's one of them like faster motorcycles. I don't know about taking it out on the freeway, but still, they going 80 miles per hour. I'm like, it could be possible. It's crazy how like my chest, I think it's my chest that's cracking that loud. But I can like feel it in my back too. It's crazy how loud it can crack. Or like going fast with the local e-scooters be going so slow. Yeah, like I think the more so the reason why they do that is because they know people are gonna be like on sidewalks with them. So like that's why they don't be making them scooters go so fast. Because imagine going 80 miles per hour on the sidewalk. Like if an old lady come walking out of a building, I'm like, that old lady gonna be having a 6 o'clock meeting with Jesus that evening. So I'm just saying, like, I know I wouldn't want to see nobody on no sidewalk doing 80 miles per hour. It's like you definitely gonna crash into somebody or something. My country, they banned it from going on the sidewalks. They still have it going 25 km per hour. It's funny how like people, they can come out with those laws, but people still gonna break them. I mean, it's, you know, I don't know how it works out there in Turkey, but like out here, it's like they can say, oh yeah, scooters are banned on sidewalks. People still gonna take them things out on sidewalks. So I guess if you get caught, then, you know, yeah, that's gonna be the downfall to all of that, but drink some water real quick. This car is nice though. I like how it handles. Let's see what other cars I can get into. I wish they had more BMWs. They, here as well, drive in, suck at me in the airport. No, people out here, you know, it depending on which state you go to, people can be bad at driving out here too. Like I've seen videos of people where it's like they get their license, but they forget. They're like, I don't know what the driving laws are anymore. They just go out on the roads and they just go crazy with it. Oh, that's kind of sick. No, I actually kind of like that. No, that's chill. I like that. I'm not racist, but when I was little and I was in America, I thought Chinese women couldn't drive. But when I came here, that's just, you know, I feel like those are just like those life rumors that people like to make up. Because I'm pretty sure there's some Chinese woman out there, she's driven her whole life, hasn't gotten into no accidents, hasn't caused no accidents. She ain't got no tickets of any sorts. So, but it's like I've seen where white people can't drive, black people can't drive, Hispanic people. I've seen people of all races and colors that couldn't drive. Shoot, I've seen where it's like people, they couldn't even drive in video games. And I feel like it's a lot easier than driving an actual car, so. But that's because of the experience of crashes. For me. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like, overall, yeah, I just think there's just, you know, there's just people out there where it's like, you know, driving ain't meant for them. It's funny though how like they'll say like, you know, there'll be like dudes out there that have like that whole thing saying like, oh, women can't drive. But I'm like, there's a whole like NASCAR woman, or no, is she in NASCAR? I don't think she's in NASCAR. I think she's driven a NASCAR, but I don't think she's, I don't know. But she's a professional racer. I'm like, they got like professional stunt women out there that be racing and driving and stuff, so. Her name is like Tony, it's like Tony something. like Tony is like I can't pronounce her last name. I don't think Tony might be her. Tony might not even be her first name. I don't even know. I had to like go and look it up and see. I think Tony is her first name. I'm maybe not 100% sure, but most people are talking about it regularly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like you know, there's regular women out there that can drive. It's like they, you know, people don't want to believe that, but it's true. I'm saying, like, that girl, she was, before she got into professional driving, she was just a regular woman. Now, I mean, she's a celebrity now, but, like, I mean, she's still, at the end of the day, a regular person. You know, that whole, like, celebrity status is just, you know, it's just there for show. But at the end of the day, like, I'm pretty sure she could get out in the streets. You know, she ain't gonna be... Andrew Tate is. No, I do not. But I'm pretty sure she ain't gonna be getting out in the streets thinking she, like, racing everywhere she goes, so... I feel like, you know, you gotta, like, before you get to that professional driving stage of your life, it's like you gotta be a regular person out in the road. Prove that you're a good driver. Oh, them people would have died. How to drive is completely different in my opinion. No, 100%. No, I do agree with that. But I feel like before you get into racing, you have to know how to drive. That's just a, you know, that's the thing that you need to know. Like, you can't just get directly into professional racing and not know how to drive. So, like, I feel like, you know, in all those NASCAR drivers, you know, people that do stuff like this, drifting, all that stuff, like, you gotta know how to drive before you actually get, like, into some professional things. Because, yeah, there's probably a lot of people out there that, you know, that just, you know, they know how to drive, and they're really good at it, but they're not professionals. And then there's professionals where it's like they're not really good, and they should still be in the amateurs, and, you know, but... It's because in real streets, you gotta know how to know when to signal and to go out. Yeah, and I'm like, you gotta know all that stuff before I feel like you become a professional. Like, I'm pretty sure they have you go through like a crap ton of tests before they have you be a professional, like, ton of stuff you need to know in the street. Yeah, like, no, for sure, I 100% agree. But I feel like that, you know, a lot of the women that are professional drivers, they went through all that stuff. They knew all of that stuff. I'm pretty sure they still, to this day, it's like they don't like no longer know how to drive because they're a professional racer. It's like they still gotta travel back and forth to places if they like need to go to the store or go get something to eat, whatever. So I just feel like that you know more if you know how to be a professional racer, but you already know how to drive. It's like this game, for an example. If I had just got straight into this game, I still would have been struggling till this day on how to play it. But I feel like because I've played other racing games and I've drifted in there, I kind of had an idea of what to do in here, which is why I would say I'm like somewhat decent. I wouldn't say I'm the best, you know, person to play this game of all time. Like, I'm pretty sure there's people out there that's a lot better than me, but I would say I'm decent. But I do feel like that, you know, you need to know some experience before you get into the experience stuff. That's cool. I'll chill. I'll chill. I would make a ton of money being a lumberjack. Honestly, them guys probably do be making bank. I don't know exactly like the whole profession and all the things that they're doing, but I mean, if they just chopping down trees and all that stuff, yeah, I'm like, yeah, I think, you know, you can definitely make some money out of that. There probably are a lot of jobs out there where it's like you ain't really paying attention to how much money they make, and it's like, fam, like they be out there making a lot. Like, I know it's like, I'm just selling all that wood. Like, for sure. I know, like, this is a job I don't think, like, anybody here has considered. Make a farm as well. Yeah, I feel like that. It definitely would be, like, you know, just the icing on the cake of it. But, like, that's a job where I'm like, I know I would never do it. But it's crazy to see, like, when people post about how much money they've made. But people with OnlyFans accounts. I'm like, I'm saying, you got people out there making $60 million from that stuff, and I'm like, I might get in shape and create an OnlyFans because I'm trying to make $60 million. I'm playing. That's just something I don't see myself doing. I know there's a lot of money that comes with it, but I'm like, I just don't see myself messaging my friends. I'm like, hey, can you sub to my OnlyFans real quick? I think that'd just be a weird conversation. But people out there be making bank off of that website, and I'm like, that's wild. What are you thinking of? I'm saying, like, $60 million is $60 million. Like, I could do a lot with $60 million. I'm saying, I'm like, that's some stuff where I'm like, hey, like, people, I'm like, y'all can judge me if you want, but I'm trying to get paid. But I feel like if something like that, if I were to do that, I gotta be in shape. I feel like I'm so out of shape and things. I'm like, I don't want, you know, I don't want women subscribing to my OnlyFans and then I'm all out of shape. Like, I'm sitting here getting comments talking about, can you lose the stomach? I'm like, you can unsubscribe. Like, ain't nobody even asked you to be here. I'm like, I can't help it. I don't got a six-pack. It's like, sorry, I haven't exchanged my, you know, pack of hot dogs in for a six-pack. I'm like, I like to eat. I'm sorry. I can't help it. Like, where are some other jobs? Like, if you had OnlyFans, you were a stripper and you were making whatever the needs. Oh, I feel like, yeah, like I feel like they probably were like some of the first few people to like go after it. And then eventually, like, it just kind of like made its way to like creators. Well, then again, because who was it that, like, kind of pushed out the whole trend? I can't remember who it was. It was somebody that pushed out the trend for OnlyFans, and then eventually... Because I started... it was tripping me out when I was seeing friends of mine from school creating an OnlyFans, and I'm like, what is this stuff that they talk about? What is an OnlyFans? Then when I kind of, like, was watching videos about it, I'm like, ah, okay. I'm like, I see what it is. I'm like, hey, you know, it's like, I ain't gonna knock a person on their hustle. At first, I was just kind of confused by it. But then as I, like, started to, like, see, I'm like, the money rolling in, I'm like, okay, so it might not be a bad job after all. I'm like, nah, these guys is making bank. But there are some people on there where it's like, because there's a friend of mine, she does these videos where she reviews, like, people's OnlyFans. And based off of the, like, some of the stuff that she's talked on, like, OnlyFans, depending on, like, I guess, like, who you're following on there, they can be some scammers. And I'm like, that's crazy. Because I think, no, there was that one girl, she's an actor, her name is Bella Thorne. And I guess she did some, like, thing where she was saying, like, oh, it's like, give me $100 and then I'll send you, like, a video of myself. And I think they say it was just a video of her sitting down talking. And I'm like, fam, I've been doing that for free for, like, 7 years now. I'm like, I would, even if I was, like, if YouTube was a thing where you gotta give people money to make videos, I'm like, I wouldn't even ask for that. I'm like, how you gonna charge somebody $100 for you, a video of you say, I'm like, fam, I've sat down and seen you talk. Remember, you're an actor. It ain't like, oh, we've never heard your voice. Like, I don't know what you sound like. Like, what kind of mess is that? I'm like, I would never. I'm like, I wouldn't give nobody $1 just to sit down and hear that. I wouldn't even subscribe to it for free. I'm like, if you ain't on YouTube, I'm sorry, I ain't watching you. YouTube, Twitch, TikTok. So I love working out because it makes me happy some ways. Wonder if I should show my face. I could. I'm saying, if you try to make $60 million or even less than that, I'm saying even less, I'm like, I'll be happy with making $1 million. So, like, make your money. Do what you gotta do. I'm saying, if you try and get you a Dodge Challenger and a 65 through 68 Mustang. I was just giving this game mad focus. I'm like, okay, let me not. I feel like I was just doing too good. I'm like, I don't want to mess up. I wish this was like a real. Oh, I get twice? Oh, I never realized that. I always would just see the 500. I'm like, oh dang, I got 500. Dang, I didn't realize I got $1 million. Bro, if this was a real thing, like I got paid $1 million just to drift, I'm like, oh, 100% I'm doing that. I'm trying to think, what are some other jobs out there where it's like people be making a lot of money from it? I don't think, the one thing I don't think I would do is be a professional gambler. Like, I'll gamble for fun, like if it's like Monopoly money or something, but I don't think my body can take it if I had lost, like, my body couldn't even take it if I lost like $20. And you talking about like $20,000? Like, nah. I hired like a private security team and then like stand at the doors, because if I lose anything over $100, like, no, not one person is leaving this casino until I get my money back. So that's like one thing. Like, there's a lot of money that goes into it, but I just couldn't do it. Out here playing blackjack, I think I'm on a roll. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna bid it all. Bidding all my money. They're like, are you sure? You got $20 million right there. Like, are you sure you want to bid it all? I'm like, I've won every game for the past hour. I'm like, no, I'm doubling it. I'm going home. I'm going home with 40 million tonight. They done flip my card. It was like, turns out what, like, let's say I had like 17. They done flip my card. I had like a 8 that went past like 21. They're like, Mr. Moss, sir, you just lost. I'm like, all right. I'm like, security guard number 1, hand me my matches. Security guard number 3, hand me the gasoline. Like, unless I get my 20 million back, I'm burning this whole casino down. So, just saying. Like, I don't want to do this to you guys, but it's like, y'all done left me no choice. I wonder if, like, if the people, when they sign up for the Olympics, if they get paid. Like, or do they just get the gold medal? I gotta look that up. I gotta look up, do Olympics, do the people, what do they call them? Not Olympians. No, I don't feel like that's a name that they call them. I'm just gonna say Olympic people. Alright, do people in the Olympics. There we go. I'm like, you do all that, like, training and exercise and all that hard work just to get a like, I'll be mad too. I go all the way there and they just only give me like a bronze or silver. Not even that. They give me a ribbon. They're all like, you ain't gonna get no medal, but we did make this ribbon for you. Honestly, what would I do if I think if I was in the Olympics, I'd do something like track related. Let's see what other races. I'm gonna do LA block, and I'm gonna find somebody to raid because I'm starting to get hungry. I think one job I wouldn't do, even if it's a lot of money tied to it, is like NASA. Unless I'm like at the, you know, NASA headquarters and I ain't gotta go into space, then I'm like, okay, then we chilling. But as soon as they're all like, oh yeah, Mr. Moss, you're gonna have to go on the moon. Like, sorry, can't do that. I'm like, I'll do a simulation. We could play a video game where I go out on the moon, but I'm not gonna go all the way up there, see something that I shouldn't see, and now I'm stuck. Like, can't have that in on my conscience. Or I'm like on the moon and Earth explodes, and I'm like, wow, all right, well, guess I'm not going back home. Or or even they wanted like send me to Mars. I'm like, I seen that Matt Damon movie, The Martian, and no, I'm fine. I like being here on Earth. Am I really not gonna? Dang. Oh, I got gold. I honestly didn't think I was gonna get it, but I got it. It was like, fail me all you want. I don't care. It's like, I do not care. I like this new mouse that I got. It's it's a nice mouse. Let's see who I can raid. There's nobody online at the moment right now, so guess I will call it a stream. I appreciate everybody for being here. Thank you to each and every one of you guys. Appreciate the follow. Shout out again to V with the raid. And yeah, and that being said, I will talk to you guys later on tonight. Thank you everybody that stopped by today's stream. Stay tuned for the night stream, and peace.